Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Welcome to the Boy Time Podcast. I am your host, Cole Kushner, and as always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul.
Let's dissect.
Let's dissect. We'll get to that later. But as always, we have a slam dunk episode for you. I will preface this episode by saying it is probably not going to be nearly as long as last week's podcast episode because it has been very slow in terms of everything. But that's fine. I think the only big thing is that a new PS5 game came out. But I don't know.
That is the biggest thing I've ever heard.
I would say it's certainly a big price. But well, because all of the next gen games are $70, so
yikes. The biggest yikes in gaming history,
I'd say. So yeah, but besides that, it's been pretty slow. I have some hot pieces of GA we can talk about, but besides that, it's just going to be a slow week. So this is probably just going to be a little short, little podcast update, little video.
Mini pod.
A little mini pod. Next week is going to be the BoJack series review episode, similar to the Mr. Robot series review episode. So expect that next week. So
heck yeah.
But before we get started on this little update mini pod, how has your guys' weeks been?
Pretty sleeping good.
That's good. I noticed Babby's ass has gotten louder today.
Yeah.
Is that indicative of the week you've had?
It's been a happy week for him. That's why he pulled the ass so loudly.
Probably. Well, when do you graduate?
Next Friday.
Oh, okay.
So I have 1 week.
Okay. So
I'm like pretty much done. I just need to turn in this art history final.
The video essay?
Go to class one more time. Nah, that's done. I got 48 out of 50 on that somehow.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how I finessed that. I felt like that thing was trash, but I guess I'm just the smartest man to ever live.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like the written final, but it's just open book essay questions. So.
Oh, okay.
Easy clap. It's like, look at this painting and tell me in a page or more what it means. Like, I bet.
Oh, okay.
It's not as fun as I made it sound, but yeah, whatever.
It's just a final. Yeah.
Then I just have one class left for the other two. And then I'm Gucci Mane.
Easy.
As the kids say. Yeah.
This is so easy. So I guess that's exciting, though.
Yeah.
Guys.
That's cause
for jobs for probably 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Huh?
You had your little career fair thingy.
Yeah.
This week.
That's just like live streaming, except you don't have to talk to yourself because nobody's there unless it tells you.
What did you do when there weren't people there?
I was just working on other stuff.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I kind of had that plan because I'm like, I know I ain't fitting the full 3 hours talking to people, so.
Yeah. Didn't know if you were gonna be like, I don't know, writing poetry or like.
I dabble, but I don't know. I have to really be in the zone for that. You know?
That's right.
Can't just like get out of my zone when somebody like rings me up and wants to talk to me. You know.
Right. You could like whip out a guitar and start playing like Under the Bridge, and then like someone joins in, you're like, oh, I didn't see you there.
I didn't see you there.
I was just being well-rounded.
Just being a perfect person.
That's right. Not that you would be interested in that or anything.
Yeah. You know.
Want to see my art?
You've probably already seen it if you've come into this room.
Oh, is that how that worked?
I mean, I always assume people would come in if they're interested in you.
Oh, I didn't know if just people were making rounds.
I think some people were.
I was making rounds.
I was too.
I was making circles. Literally.
Wow. This is so bold.
That's all I do with my degree is I could make a perfect circle.
Wow. Can you do a perfect circle?
With a compass, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you made it
I am
sound.
not an illustrator, so I really am not good with yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm above average with drawing in general, but not
If
like
you
a
can make
career level, you
if
know?
you can make a perfect circle in a paint, then you're basically God at that point.
Yeah. I
That
mean, I
is
can draw
true.
a good Carl Weezer, but like I can't, commission work.
Right. Well, I think you're very good, but
Just not in the drawing department.
that's
Everything else, I'm like, yeah, I got it, but nah.
He got it.
Well, I don't know. You seem better than most, but I don't have a
Including
good
me.
frame of reference, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. You can just take the compliment.
Oh, I did.
I'm just kidding. I'm just razzing you, if you will.
I'm just razzing you.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm the best to ever live.
That is true.
Humbly, of course.
Of course.
So humble. No ego.
Right. Van Gogh only sold one painting, and you're going to sell 2 million.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a Ringo Starr quality, too.
That's right. They're all going to be in MS Paint.
Yep.
Except we stopped using MS Paint a long
I should have put all my art night things on my website, but I'm like, that probably wouldn't be very professional, but it'd be really funny.
It would be funny.
Like, I made these in MS Paint.
Would people care?
You can use the
Probably
tools
not.
you're given.
Yeah.
That's why I put photography on there. I'm like, this is a fun side hobby.
I didn't know you did photography a lot.
Very rarely.
Okay.
This dude takes photos.
When I go outside, I take photos, but I don't go outside very often.
But you don't go outside to take photos?
If we're like
It's
going
a side hustle.
on vacation or something, then I will.
Okay.
Like I'll purposely want to go to places to take pictures, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get out more once I got the old 5G in me and go take some more pictures because that'll be fun.
Dude,
Have you gotten the appointment yet?
Yeah, Monday at 2:30.
Okay, good. We gotta get together this summer. I miss my boys.
Oh, I know.
I miss my GDB, if you will.
I expected a 2-week like buffer, but they're like, you can come in today if you want to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm busy, but yeah, Monday.
Monday, no. Okay, good.
Babjab can't get it yet, though. We have to find something else for him.
Why not?
He's not 18 yet. There's different rules. And apparently
really?
the place I'm going, they don't have the vaccine for under 18. So.
What a coward.
Mm-hmm.
Not Babjab. For the record.
Just get the adult vaccine like a real man.
Yeah, I was just saying the day is cowardly.
Just use him as a test subject, you know?
He's almost 18.
My mane chopped off on Tuesday. So.
Oh, no. Are you going to, like, get really short hair?
I'm thinking about it. I'm in like that edgy teen girl phase where I want to be like, this is really like my personality and just really change it up. But at the same time, it's like I like my long hair. It's just yikes dealing with it.
Yeah, I know. I just got a haircut yesterday. I usually go. This is going to sound like I'm a trash man person, but I usually go 6 months between haircuts.
It's been 10 months for me.
Oh, okay. So you
my hair grows fast. It's down to my neck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
It's gotten to the point where I can't leave the house without a hat on.
Yeah. So that's how I was.
It's like it's time to at least have a stylist like fix it.
Right.
So I can at least leave the house with my hair and feel somewhat okay with it.
Until you feel the wind, and then it doesn't matter how good it looks, it's already gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue is walking outside because my hair is really thin, but it also grows really fast.
Me too. Yeah, my hair gets messed up hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's why I'm getting a buzz cut.
That's a good idea, and that way you can join the army easy.
It was so annoying, and I'm just like, screw it, I'm going bald.
You're dyeing it? What color?
I'm dyeing it blue after my idol.
The
ninja
Blue
from
Man
Fortnite.
Crew?
Hatsune
Oh.
Miku.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Blue Man Crew. Just tie your whole head.
I don't know. I know you're very into percussion.
I just love banging on drums that
Oh.
are also covered in blue paint.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Do you like living in a blue world?
I don't know. I'll probably just get a normie haircut like usual, and then just be like, yeah, I'll do something cool later, and then just I never will. So
Yeah.
Nice.
that's usually how it goes.
I can't get cool haircut. I have like, it's curly, but it's also frizzy. So like
Frizzy.
it's like half curly, half straight. So I can't like be super curly and be like Annie or something. And it's not straight hair, so I can't get it like super long, otherwise it'll just go up. So I don't know
Mine
where
doesn't
I
go
got
down
this hair
no matter
from.
what. So
Mine does not do that. So if I wanted
Yeah,
to,
I
I could be like Einstein, or just like the hair
Yeah.
is just up, and it's
Yes,
like without
do it.
product or anything. I could just have it like just go straight up. So I have to cut it
wish.
pretty regularly or wear a hat. So I usually wear
And
hats.
Albert Einstein.
I'm Albert Einstein.
Einstein.
So yeah, that was exciting. I moved, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I-
that is, yeah.
I am a little worried because my screwdriver disappeared. I don't know where it went because I was using it that morning that I was getting ready to move, and then I was trying to take down my curtains, and then that screwdriver disappeared, and I'm like, oh, I'll find it, and then I never found it, and then I'm like, oh, it's probably in the bag, and then I went through all my luggage as I unpacked, and it wasn't there. So I don't know
Yikes.
where that went, but
You can get another one.
I can get another one, and it's going to be my room next year.
Oh, okay.
So
So you'll find it next year.
I might, if they don't find it and take it, because I'm supposed to be completely moved out, and I don't know if they'll send me an email or anything if they find a screwdriver.
Charging you $50 for this left behind screwdriver.
They might. It's a college.
Hey, we found this screwdriver, and you basically screwed us over with it. So, can you like pay a fine?
They probably would
Oh.
do that. But I was kind of kicking myself because it's my dad's screwdriver, and I think I got it for him for Father's Day, like a while ago.
For
So,
s'mores.
but he gave it to me for
Oh.
the semester, so he must not be too attached to it if he give it to me, the stupid idiot. So,
Too-
yeah. But enough about me. Let's talk about the G-dang news, right? News roundup. Well, we got some small stuff today. I don't know if you saw this, James, but Donald Glover posted 3 like voice memos. I saw it on Twitter, and I think he deleted them after like an hour. So I caught the first 2, and then there must have been a third one that came out after, and then he deleted them. And the first one, which I didn't see anybody reporting on, which I thought was kind of weird, but it was just him. He was like cleaning a bowl or something. He was like washing dishes because you could hear like clinking and water running. But he was just like, yeah, some people are asking if I'm okay, and I'm fine. And I'm like, oh, what does that mean? Why did he why did he say it like that? Is he okay? I didn't have questions before, but I have questions now. So
He's so good at that.
he's apparently fine.
acts.
Yeah, I
Like-
know.
At all times, it's fun.
But this was all just like kind of like not like bits. This was all like news stuff stuff he's working on.
News.
So that was the first one, and I'm like, okay, so Donald Glover's doing fine.
He's doing the dishes.
He's doing the dishes, and he's doing fine. And then the second one starts, and he's still cleaning the dishes, and he's like, yeah, and some people asking what I'm working on. I'm writing a movie trilogy, and it's still in the writing process, but I'm working on them. I have one of them done. And I'm like, oh, Donald Glover writing a movie trilogy? That is an interesting development. I wonder what that is. And then the third one dropped, and it was I didn't hear it firsthand. I just saw people reporting on it afterwards. He said that Atlanta season 3 is coming out early 2022.
That's what I
Yes.
saw.
So
But yeah,
yeah,
expected.
expected because it's
Yeah.
filming now,
Hmm.
or I think it's still filming. I don't know.
I would assume so. I think they're doing 3 and 4 back to back. So
They are. So
something's filming.
something is filming. They are in the UK, I believe. That was the last time I
Boy,
saw.
brav.
Wait, Atlanta and the UK. I don't know about that.
It was they're on a European tour because yeah,
Oh.
the whole show is Donald Glover's cousin is a world famous rapper, I guess. So they're going on a European tour.
Oh.
So that's how that's starting. I haven't seen anything else on the movie trilogy, so he has not dropped any details on what it is or anything. So I guess we'll see. I don't take him as a, or I wouldn't take him necessarily as a screenwriter for something as epic as that, but I guess he is known to surprise. So
He's known to do literally everything. So
yeah,
he's-
so we'll see. I almost like when I heard that, I knew that there was like untitled Star Wars trilogy. I'm like that he's not doing that,
not
right?
Glover.
I mean, he was in Solo, which was the only kind of connection I could make where I was like maybe, but like I don't I guess I could see Donald Glover doing that, but also I don't think I would be necessarily all that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that was just the little thing that he did. We have a couple for another small thing. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Sony and Discord are doing a kissy kissy, not
Yes.
getting bought out. They're just partnering. So
Yeah.
Discord's still
Mhm.
independent, but Discord is going to be on every PlayStation in early 2022. So
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
that is great because
Fantastic.
the COD lobbies are horrible because the PlayStation people use party chat as their actual chat.
They use game chat.
Or
as
they-
their party
that's what
chat.
I meant. That's what
Yeah, because they don't have Discord and it's 2021.
I meant.
There's like no party system that works.
Yeah, it doesn't work. So I'm glad. That was good news.
I
was
think
glad to see that.
Xbox already has Discord too, so this is connecting more
Good.
people.
Connecting the world.
This is great. And especially since a lot of games are cross-platform now.
And saving game chat lobbies
Yeah.
so we can actually just have fun with people instead of having to mute them because they don't know how to use a party chat feature and they're just talking to themselves
They're talking to other people just
Yeah.
in public.
and then ignore us when we talk to them.
Yeah, like they mute everybody else and then
Yeah.
keep their party unmuted and then just it's horrible. So I'm glad to see that change. In news that I don't care about, but I thought I would bring it up, and I still haven't seen the trailer yet. But Stranger Things 4 trailer came out.
Oh.
I still haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I saw that it was going to get posted. I saw that it was posted. I have not seen the trailer. I will probably watch Stranger Things 4.
Yeah, I'll watch it, but
I don't
We'll see.
know. The thing I think I heard that do you want to know what's in it?
I mean, I just need it to be over after this season.
I know. I was like I can tell you what the trailer is. It isn't like super spoilery, but it was
Yeah.
hinted at the end of season 3. So
Oh,
it's just the trailer is Hopper in the Russian or the Soviet prison work camp thing. That was how it opened, I think. That's what I heard.
It's basically the same.
You
Yes.
think?
I still haven't seen it. So take that with a grain of salt and watch the trailer yourself.
I just need it to end at this season. So.
I hope so.
It can be decent, it can be bad, it can be good. It just needs to be
It
over
needs
after
to be
this.
over. I thought that the third season should have been the end, and I didn't want Hopper to live because Hopper should have died.
that was a pretty good like season finale.
Yeah,
And
that
then
would
they
have been a good series
hang out at
finale.
the end. I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah. I wanted Hopper to actually die because,
Yeah.
like, man, his arc is done.
I know.
And
He's a
okay,
great character, and his arc's over.
yeah.
Kill him.
Well, you didn't even need to die
No, he just
necessarily if you're
just
gonna
killed him.
end the show.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
But don't do this bait and switch where he's dead, but then you hint at season 3 where he's not dead at the end. And
Yeah.
I don't feel like we're okay talking about spoilers. It's been like 2 years.
It came out like a year and a half ago or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember at this point.
We're okay. Watch the Neverending Story clip. It is so funny.
Watch the Neverending Story movie.
I haven't seen the Neverending Story.
Oh,
No, that's not one you can. No, that's
you should
not.
do that.
That's not one that's high on my list.
Okay.
I have to watch all the Fast and the Furious movies first.
True.
I would watch Neverending Story for more entertainment value than the Fast and the Furious series.
Okay, is the Neverending Story good?
It's a good movie.
Okay, I know it's a
good
big
in
dog.
in the you know, the 80s way
Okay,
of like practical effects and stuff.
okay.
But I mean, the first Fast and Furious movies are good, so it's just I think it'll be comedic to watch the like sudden shift of being a race car movie to being CIA undercover agents. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I saw the trailer. 'Cause I saw Scott Pilgrim, which this will bleed into our next do news roundup bit. But I saw Scott Pilgrim in theaters today, and there was a trailer for F9, which, by the way, absolute worst Fast and the Furious
F9.
name. That was it's called frick. It's like F9, and then the like subtitle is the Fast and Furious Saga. I think that's the full name. I don't know why it's called the Fast
feels
and
like they're
Furious.
just dragging it out to 10 just to say they made 10 movies.
They've already made 10 movies. Hobbs and Shaw.
Technically, yes, but like the 10th series. I like that they were
Yeah.
done.
Oh, sorry, I got that wrong. It's F9 the Fast Saga.
Vroom,
which is
It's a fast.
which is worse than what I thought.
We going
So-
fast.
Yeah.
Vroom, vroom, my friends.
I guess that is the constant in all 9 movies is that they go fast and they are mighty furious.
Are they furious in every movie?
I mean, Dwayne the Rock Johnson's in it. Can't not be furious, you know.
Oh yeah.
Well, is he in all of them?
Furious. No, I think he
better
came
be.
in the 5th one.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, I knew.
So none
Well,
of
Vin
them are good
Diesel
till
is
the
in all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, all of them.
So
are
was
good.
Ludacris.
Ludacris is in all of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And Paul Walker's in all of them.
Obviously.
Yes. Well, he's
There,
the
I
main
don't think
character.
there'd be any complications for him not to be in all of them.
I don't think so.
I don't really see him in any other movies, so that must be what
No.
he's doing.
Yeah, he's kind of dedicated.
Yeah.
I sure hope
I'd
that
be
Wiz
very
Khalifa and Charlie Puth don't have anything to say about this. Yeah, you know, like when you go into the theaters, they have like the screen vision thing where it comes in, it gives you like facts about you know some stuff. They were going into the Fast and Furious thing, and it was like it started out, and it was like kind of popular when they first started out, and then it started like losing popularity in the middle of it, and it was like straight to DVD movies, and then like it like just suddenly ramped up and everybody was watching them, and
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
it probably was that. Probably was like getting big stars and stuff. Well, not big
And a
stars.
certain death. And no longer being a streetcar movie and being a huge government ice
True.
car chase bloom explosion rocket movie.
Yeah.
Ba-boom.
Have you seen how many Fast and Furious movies have you seen?
7.
Okay.
Maybe half.
And like
one.
the 6th and 7th was like, okay, my family wants to watch a movie and I'm gonna be nice and watch a movie, but we're watching Fast and Furious.
Oh. What's
So-
the one where Vin Diesel goes Brazil?
I think that's the 5th one.
Okay.
He sees Brazil and everybody pulls out a gun.
I want to see that movie.
Yeah. I don't even remember what the context of that is, but it was pretty funny.
They're in Brazil. That's all
Yeah.
you need to
but I don't know what
know.
they're doing in Brazil.
Doing
Like,
a
why
car
was Kanye
chase.
in Paris? You know?
I don't know why Kanye
Brazilian
was in
car
Paris.
chases are usually pretty fantastic, I'd say.
Yeah. I
Very-
think Tokyo Drift's probably my favorite though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like the Tokyo one.
Would those be fun to do a commentary track for?
Probably not.
No.
No.
I'm just thinking out loud.
I don't remember how, like, it's been a long time since I've seen the early ones. So I don't remember if they're like, because, like, you know, as a 12-year-old, it's like, whoa, cool.
Yeah.
But then it's like, is this stupid?
Probably. I don't know.
Does this have comedic value to it about how poorly written it is? I don't know.
Is this ha funny?
I don't know. I feel like we could probably pick apart the Fast and Furious movies, but I haven't seen them. So
But
I
the
don't
first
know.
2 movies are like actually like street racing movies, and they're pretty good.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, then it just tumbles into like a mess.
I don't know.
Like
Well-
the Avengers, if it was Fast and Furious.
I don't know if we can compare the Avengers to the Fast and Furious movies.
The structure is basically the same.
Yeah. I don't think the quality is comparable.
No. Fast and Furious at like the 5th one took the blueprint of the Avengers movies and then just started using that for some reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll watch those eventually, just as a goof, because I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
So I think it would be funny to watch them all.
You could just wait until the 10th one and final one comes out and then just buy like the overpriced box set and then be like, yeah, I own the Fast and Furious box set.
I don't want to own any of
Yeah,
these
I'm a big
movies.
Fast and Furious box set fan.
I don't even know what they're on. Is it on like
I
a
don't know.
streaming service or anything?
I'm sure they are. I just don't know which ones.
Fast and Furious. What is the correct order of the Fast and Furious movies? You know they're like
They're numbered.
they're numbered.
Poorly, I
They
might add.
are?
Not well, Tokyo Drift isn't.
Well, it's 3, I think, though, right?
Yeah, and then isn't it
Tok-
Fast and Furious, and that one's like number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Fast 5, and
Fast and the Furious.
and then it's numbered.
then it's numbered.
Yeah,
The fastest furry.
Too Fast for You.
Too fast, too
That's the
fast for
24th
furry.
entry into the series.
yeah. I hope they do Hobbs and Shaw too
With John Cena.
with John Cena. Yeah, Hobbs, Shaw, and John Cena's character in F9. Man, they're all to rent. Frig, why? It's not even on HBO
I
Max.
feel like they're on TV all the time.
I don't have TV.
They're pretty like regular, like at
Movie
the
night.
FX channel and like cable. I feel like those are always on.
Oh,
Gonna have to be a movie night.
wait, let
Yeah.
me see. I bet if it's on anything, it's on freaking HBO Max. Okay, they're on HBO Max. Never mind.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Fast. Well, I only
wouldn't
see
think
the first one. Wait. Too Fast. Okay, yep, they're on HBO.
You just gotta search them, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool
Too Fast
beans.
for Fury.
Good thing I'm stealing my aunt's HBO Max, so all good.
Yoink.
She's stealing my Hulu, so we're trading.
Oh,
Yeah. But now that tangent is over, there's another bit of news roundup, do style, that kind of bleeds into Scott Pilgrim, because Scott Pilgrim was only supposed to be, I think a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week. It was just supposed to be that weekend in AMC movies with like the super epic screens, which my local movie theater doesn't have, or my local AMC doesn't. There's a bigger one, but it's not AMC. And then he extended it to this week, and then he extended it again to this weekend because just more people have been seeing it, and they've been selling it out, I guess. Mine wasn't. There was like 9 people in there, but he was very surprised and pleased with the turnout, because I don't know if you guys know this, Scott Pilgrim was a huge box office flop. Like it kind of like pulled the wind out of Edgar Wright's sails, because it was him and Simon Pegg doing the Cornetto trilogy, and then I think it's great, but I guess not a lot of people wanted to see it. Let me pull up the box
It's kind of
office.
like cult classic status, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's never like the mainstream like this is the movie you have to see.
No.
Hmm.
And I think it's my least favorite Edgar Wright movie. But
Yeah, but that's not saying much.
no.
Hmm.
But the budget was 60 million and the worldwide revenue or whatever was 47 million. So they
Ooh.
lost $13 million on Scott Pilgrim,
Yike.
which is rough because it's one of the biggest graphic novel series ever, attached with a pretty up and coming comedy writer and director. And so I was just like, okay, is Edgar Wright bad? And like, why is he not getting us money? So, like, I don't know exactly all the history between that and like how that impacted, but let's just say there might be a reason that an independent Edgar Wright movie took 7 years to come out, and that being Baby Driver. But along with that, he's been promoting it a lot, and I guess a lot of people have been seeing it, which is good because I think more people do need to see it. It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
But he said, Edgar Wright, that is, said that he's planning on re-releasing 2 new movies this year. Well, re-releasing 2 old movies, I guess, not new movies. Didn't say which ones, but if I was to guess, of course, I would be guessing Baby Driver. And I feel like Baby Driver is for sure probably going to get re-released this year. And then the second one is any of the Cornetto trilogy, but I would probably guess either Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, but probably Shaun of the Dead.
I feel like Shaun of the Dead's more popular.
It is. So that's why I was thinking
It's better, but yeah.
Hot Fuzz is my favorite. Hot Fuzz is my favorite movie of all time, I think. But if I was a betting man, I would bet on Shaun of the Dead. But who knows? You might throw a curveball and be like, hey, Hot Fuzz 15-year anniversary or whatever. I don't know. That was the whole reason that Scott Pilgrim came out, because I think it was its 10th year or 10-year anniversary. So that was pretty cool. But I'm excited. I would love to see Baby Driver again in theaters.
Me too.
It's been a while since I've seen that one. But that was, surprise, surprise, all I had for News Roundup.
Dun.
Very short week in terms of news. Not a lot has happened. I have been pretty busy, so I haven't been able to check Twitter all that much, I suppose.
Have you been pretty busy?
Finals, and then I moved. So
Yeah, good point.
it's been a crazy couple of days, so not completely caught up. But even like the trailers I saw in the movie, I was thinking like, hey, if there's any good trailers, I'll bring them up, and there really wasn't. I think the thing that I was most interested in seeing, but probably won't, is that new Lin-Manuel Miranda movie that's coming out about the block in Harlem that's being like gentrified, and then these people are fighting to turn it back. The catch is that it's a musical. So, because it's a Lin-Manuel Miranda movie.
Of course.
So, it's straight up like from the creators of Hamilton X. Oh, and the guy who played Dre in Straight Outta Compton is in it. And I was like, oh, that's fun. I haven't seen him in anything else, so that's cool. Although I think he was in something. I feel like I've seen him in something else.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen him before.
But yeah, there really wasn't any trailers for stuff besides F9.
Of course.
So, that was all I have for News Roundup. I have a couple of topics to talk about and a boy of the week. But I figured I would take a break from me rambling and maybe get one of you guys to do one of your topics / music roundup, whatever.
I'll say music roundup for music roundup, but
okay.
Resident Evil came out.
Oh, yes. Right. I didn't see. How was that received?
I've been watching probably 6 hours of gameplay on it.
Scary.
I maybe watched like 4.
No?
Well, it's scary, but
Yeah.
it's not like I really wanted to like Resident Evil 7, but that game was too flipping much for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted to play it and everything, but it was just too much. I
Yeah.
think just the setting and the whole zombie and like a dark cabin and then everything's like a fungus and a bug. It's like, nah, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one's more like gothic.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you got big titty vampire lady who's like 8 feet tall.
Yes.
So that's kind of fun. But overall, it's like a lot more like, it's like a scary game, but it's not like overpowering.
Okay.
It's like
It's
it's
not
the
like Last of
scary
Us 2 where
setting.
like it's
kinda.
depressing to the point where it's like so depressing. It's like
Mhm.
this game is scary, but to the point where you can still have a lot of fun like with it.
Okay.
Mm.
So I would actually buy it and play it probably.
Oh.
Like it doesn't seem as like Resident Evil 7 was pretty good, I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah.
it's too much for me.
No, yeah, I'm not playing
It
that.
felt like every turn it's just like something's gonna break out of a wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
This game is like you can look at items and like get into the lore of everything, and then there's like
Okay.
fat men for shopkeepers, and they're funny, and all that.
Is it like the Resident Evil 4 guy where he's like, "Look at my wares. I have a funny jacket."
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But a lot of like puzzles, in this,
Okay.
which was kind of cool.
Hmm.
They're pretty simple ones from what I've seen so far, but it's still cool that it's puzzles and not just walking around in countless hallways and rooms and then just shooting at things.
Yeah. How long does it take to open doors?
About 5 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
There is one door you open though when the big titty vampire is chasing you, or she's like right behind the door.
Oh.
So that one would be yikes. But
I
the
don't like
freaking
that.
doors in the castle are like normal size, and she's 8 foot, so she has to like duck under every door.
Mm. Well, I mean that's good that it's not that scary.
It looks playable
Yeah.
to the average gamer.
I am worried about, or I was worried about this era of Resident Evil because, as for those who don't know, every 3 they change up. So this first person Resident Evil where it was like bugs and stuff, I'm like, no.
Yeah,
But if it isn't too bad, then
it's
maybe.
it's got that charm of a game that has horrible dialogue, but also really good gameplay.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like you laugh at the dialogue because of how stupid it is, and then like you're scared the next second because it's chasing you.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty fun.
So if it wasn't $70, I might have picked it up. But I'm having fun
Oh.
watching it right now.
Okay.
$70, and I think it's like a 10 to 12-hour playtime.
Yeah.
My God, that's like $5 an hour.
Yep.
That's just what's gonna be. Sooner or later, it's gonna be $100 for a game.
Thank God for Twitch, where I can watch any game I want to played through.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do next weekend. The streamers I watch is gonna be playing it, and that weekend. So
there you go.
That's usually fun with chat reaction and stuff too.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
It takes the scary out of scary games usually.
Although the only downside is like every streamer is playing it, so I've already watched the first like 3 hours 2 times.
Oh.
So
yeah, looks surprisingly good. I thought it was gonna follow 7's kind of blueprint.
And
just be super dark and edgy the whole time.
Yeah, it's
That's
not all
interesting.
my type of game, but it's not buggy. It doesn't look like it's bad or anything.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's been a while since 7. I think they take their time with Resident Evil stuff.
They seem to, yeah.
Except in the re-releases, because I've heard that 3 is bad. The 3 re-release. But what they're trying to do with these remakes of the old ones is that they're trying to take 2 and 3 and put them in 4 style, which 4 is when it switches. So it's no longer tank controls like the first ones are, and it's like an actual third-person over-the-shoulder shooter.
Yeah, those are the ones I remember as a kid.
I mean, those are the good ones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 2 is good, but you have to get over the 2 and 1. It's
and everything, or like
and the doors.
Fun. The stupid doors.
Yeah.
I mean, I played the demos of like 4 and 5 on the Xbox because they give them away. And that stuff was fun with the third person.
I've always wanted to play 4. I've heard that one is like the best one.
Is that true?
That's what I've heard. But I never had a PlayStation or anything, and I wouldn't have played scary games anyways.
True.
But now I feel like I probably could.
I think I could get through every one except 7. 7's just that's my cutoff.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The bugs.
Especially
when they
not
got
in
moved out
VR.
now, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I am not messing.
No way.
Does 7 have a VR?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
And
That's all.
7's in like an overgrown, moldy cabin with a whole bunch of old people that turn into like bugs or dust or whatever, and they just pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nah, mate.
Too scary for me.
Yeah.
Well,
Old
Apparently
people
they're
scare me
making
and scare me.
Resident Evil 4 in VR. That'll be interesting if it's the best one.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
I think they've been very slow to be releasing stuff on the Resident Evil 4 remake, but they released the Resident Evil 3 remake, and so people are like, okay, so 4 is next because they've been slowly remaking all of them. But because that one is like so like it's pretty monumental and like survival horror and like it just changed a lot of how stuff works. It's very highly anticipated. It's like the Final Fantasy VII remake, like that kind of quality or anticipation, I suppose. So I think they're just drip feeding it. I'm sure an E3 they might. Well, I'm not sure because I don't know, but my guess is probably E3 they're gonna mention something or announce it.
Possibly.
Okay,
I don't
so
know,
I
maybe.
have I have a yikes moment, a yikes update
Okay.
about Resident Evil 4 VR, or well, Resident Evil 4 actually.
Okay.
But apparently the game will launch later this year, exclusive to the Oculus Quest 2, so it's VR
Oh,
only.
it's VR
Yikes!
only.
Not this again.
Oh,
We
Frick.
got through this once. Why did you?
why would they do that? Frick, I would have played that too. Oh.
An exclusive Quest 2. Come on, this is an epic
Yeah,
game.
exclusive
You've
to
already been
Quest
through
2.
this.
You're already like
Yeah.
limiting your market, and it's like let's do it to a specific headset.
I mean, sure, the Quest 2 is like the most sold thing other than the PSVR, but
It is, but like if you're doing VR only, you might as well just extend it to everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, that sucks. Well, never
might-
mind. They won't announce it because it's already announced. Unless they announce that there's going to be a regular version. Which I
well-
can't believe they would just have a VR version of
Yeah, I feel like
Resident
we-
Evil
people would
4.
be kind of mad at
I
that.
don't know. I'll maybe look into it a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that there is a VR version. Frankly, I don't know how that's going to work unless they put it in first person.
I
I
would
think
assume so.
it is first person, yeah.
Yeah. But
I
mean,
actually
Resident Evil
they
4
have
isn't.
I think they have a trailer or like a short trailer of it actually. And I remember it not looking too bad.
Oh,
I
I
don't
think you're
remember where
right.
I watched it, but
I remember seeing something too. I don't
Mhm.
remember. Take everything you're hearing here with a grain of salt because
yes,
I
as
have not-
always.
I have
You're a
not.
trusted source, except for right now.
Usually, I do my homework. I have not done my homework on this, so
I just do my homework during the test.
that is true. They used to call me Cheater McSwipes in high school. So I used to cheat a lot and I used to
That's fair.
steal things.
Yep.
But that's cool. The Resident Evil stuff.
Hmm.
I would like to play those games eventually. I've heard that the second remake is good. That one was the one that was nominated for Game of the Year that year. And I was like, are you going to nominate Resident Evil 2 for Game of the Year? That's kind of weird. But I guess they did that with Final Fantasy VII this year.
They
So
did, for some odd reason.
I'm glad it didn't win.
Me too.
I would have been fine with like most of the other ones
Yeah, like
besides
Hades
that
or
one.
whatever. Yeah.
Hades would have been cool because I don't think indie games win. I still think Last of Us should have won, but it would have been like
Last
I
of
would have
Us
been
won
fine.
Every category though, I think it has like 300 Game of the Year awards, so
Yeah.
wouldn't have been the worst thing if it lost that particular Game of the Year
Right.
award.
But that's Jeff Keighley's awards.
True.
Jeff
And
Keighley is my
a
good
lot.
friend.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yes.
What's his favorite color?
Probably green for Xbox.
Nice.
I don't know. Well, I don't have. I guess I could do one of my topics, and then we could have Paul's update corner thing.
Heck yeah, I made a new segment by not making it myself, but you made it.
Well, I'm just gonna bring this up because I think I mentioned last week that this podcast would be Star Wars heavy because May the
Oh,
4th happened on Tuesday.
that's true.
And I was like, they're probably gonna be dropping some news, doing something crazy. They didn't do hardly
Oh.
anything. So I just thought I would wrap up what they did announce. This isn't news roundup because they didn't really announce anything. But the new Bad Batch show came out, and I was excited for it, and it was pretty good. Was it like awesome? No. Was it as good as The Mandalorian? I don't think so, but it was pretty good. So, my right now it's too early to tell, but it was gonna be like a squad of like clones, and this is like as right after Order 66, or kind of like as Order 66 is happening. But these guys are all like genetically mutated, so they all have like different strengths. That's why they're called the Bad Batch, because they have like some more mutation in their like cloning DNA that like one of them is like he has an increased like sense of tracking. One of them is like super smart. One of them is super strong, and one of them is like super good at aiming and sniping and stuff.
Basically, your D&D team.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, am I forgetting someone? Oh yeah, and then the whole reason that I was excited for this is because it's in the Clone Wars animated style. It was an arc in the season 7 of the Clone Wars. Honestly, not my favorite arc in the Clone Wars period, but I was like, it was fine. And so they added, there's this character who died in the Clone Wars in like season 4 or 5 or something, in a pretty monumental arc in that show. And he came back, and it was revealed that he was being like controlled, and he was turned into like a cyborg. The bad guys used. I don't know. It was all kind of confusing, but he's back, and he was in the Bad Batch, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I like seeing Echo around.
He's back and better than ever.
Well, he's not. He has his arm got chopped off, and he's like, he's not in very good shape. I'll just say that. But
back and worse than ever.
That is true. He is worse than before.
He's worse for wear.
He is. So the show kind of picks off like exactly where the arc ended, because season 7 of the Clone Wars bleeds into Revenge of the Sith, where like the last arc happens during Order 66, and like it follows how Ahsoka survived, which I think is really interesting. Our friend Grant does not like Ahsoka or Dave Filoni at all, but I like Ahsoka, so I thought it was interesting.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. I get why. Because Dave Filoni does the same thing over and over again. Because, Dave Filoni worked with George Lucas on the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is the last thing George Lucas did before, selling Star Wars. So the Clone Wars starts off, and it's Anakin, and he's training a young Padawan Ahsoka, and then the whole show is them like growing a bond and like growing apart and stuff. And then Rebels is the next thing he does with Disney, and it's about Kanan, who's like this estranged Jedi, and he's training a young Padawan, and they grow to bond and grow apart. And then Dave Filoni does The Mandalorian, which is with a Mandalorian who's very rough, and then he finds Baby Yoda, who's a young little guy, and then he has to train him, and then they grow a bond and grow apart, and now he's doing the Bad Batch. And so I'm like, okay, there's no way that he's doing the same thing again, right? There's a little baby girl clone on on Camino, and one of the squad members defects. The lore has changed since George Lucas took over. Well, that's not true. The lore has changed since the prequel movies, because in the movies, the clones just shoot the Jedi because they get the order. But ever since the Clone Wars came out, and I think this was during George Lucas's era, all of the clones were born with like a chip that basically makes them turn on the Jedi. So some clones got their chips removed, which is how Rex did, who's like one of the main clones in the Clone Wars. We find out in season 7, the one that just came out, he actually didn't have that. He actually tried to kill Ahsoka. It was crazy, a crazy epic twist, even. But the Bad Batch, most of them have are so genetically mutated that the chip doesn't even work. But one of their chips does. So he defects to the Empire. And then the little baby clone, who's a girl for some reason, I'm sure we'll find out in the next, 6 episodes or whatever. So she joins the Bad Batch. So I can see why people don't like Dave Filoni, because he does do the same exact thing every single time.
Yeah.
That being said, he is consistently putting out good stuff. It's not great, but it's the best stuff that Disney's doing right now. So until better stuff comes out, I'm going to be like, keep giving Dave Filoni shows, because at least it's passable. I know
It's something to pass the day, you know?
Right. And it isn't like, stupid Disney Star Wars where, like, I don't hate, like, the sequels are, honestly, like, I think that the sequels will be taught in film schools on how not to run a franchise, and then they'll compare that to Marvel, because they are exact solar opposites on how to run, like, a saga. Because Marvel innovates and Star Wars just listens to the fans and just like, oh, you didn't like this, then we're going to not do it. And it's like, just take a risk, for Pete's sake.
You're the largest company in the world.
I know. Do you think Marvel was just going to be like, Guardians of the Galaxy was not a safe bet? Because literally nobody knew who Guardians of the Galaxy were before they made that movie. And then it comes out and it's one of the best superhero movies ever.
Yeah.
Do something like that, Star Wars. Stop being such a coward. So
They should do a bounty hunter one where they don't find a baby Yoda, so it's actually bounty hunting the whole time.
well, there is one coming up later this winter. We have the Book of Boba Fett, because the Mandalorian this season. I was actually just talking to Grant, who's my only other friend who likes Star Wars. And I was talking to him about the second season of The Mandalorian, because the first season, I actually like, I think I probably liked the second one more, but the first season was way more like a standalone bounty hunter with this baby Yoda trying to find the Jedi, so that, because, it's a little baby and he has to find Jedi. But the second season has Boba Fett in it. This is, I guess, spoilers for season 2, but if you are going to see Mandalorian season 2, you've already seen it. So, it has Boba Fett in it, who died. This takes place after Boba Fett died, so he's back. It has Ahsoka in it, which made Grant very angry. And frankly, I didn't really get it either, but it was fine. And Luke is in it, which does line up, but the CGI was very bad. So there was just a lot of stupid fan servicey stuff. And I know that it's in there because Kevin Feige or whoever was just like, hey, if you want to set up other projects, then you should have them show up in other things. That's why we had Hawkeye in the first Thor movie. So like and there is going to be a Boba Fett show and there's going to be an Ahsoka show. So I think that's why they were in The Mandalorian season 2, even though it didn't fit. So,
didn't fit and it didn't sit.
It didn't sit. So back to your prompt, the Book of Boba Fett is going to be a bounty hunting show, I think.
Heck yeah.
Because there's
a new baby Yoda.
I doubt it. I really doubt it. This season 2 of The Mandalorian had an after credits scene where Boba Fett walks in Jabba's palace and just murders the guy in charge and then just sits on the throne. So he's going to be like the new crime lord. So we'll see. There's some potential for some actual underworld stuff and not just we gotta
Another
go
character to get everyone in.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because the Mandalorian's fine, but it's just like, I gotta go find a spot for the baby Yoda to find a Jedi trainer, and then it's like, I'll help you find the Jedi trainer if you kill a freaking dragon for me. And he's like, fine, as long as it takes 20 or 42 minutes. And then they do it, and then it's fine. But it's just all that, where it's like all side quests and no real quests, you know?
Nice.
So, we'll see. Right now, I'm giving the Bad Batch a 5 out of 10. It's fine. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. It started out and it was, which Grant hasn't seen the Bad Batch yet. He's gonna really hate the beginning of it because the beginning of it is Kanan, who is the rugged Jedi Master from Rebels. It's his master getting killed in Order 66, and the Bad Batch are there. I really liked that opening. It was really cool. But then the rest of it was like, Grand Moff Tarkin is here, and he's trying to kill clones because he hates clones. I'm like, well, okay, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And then the stupid, okay, this is what I don't get. Because all of the clones, they have Polynesian accents, because Tamura Morrison, who plays the clones in the movies, he's a Pacific Islander. So they all have his accent. The baby clone that joins the Bad Batch, who's a girl, they have not explained why she is a girl yet. She has an Australian accent, which has never been seen in Star Wars ever. And I'm like, where did you get the Australian accent? You were just born like 2 days ago. She's like, all right, I can't wait to join the Bad Batch. It's going to be so fun. Like,
it was an experiment gone wrong.
It was.
They made an Australian.
That's what's wrong with her, because they've hinted at like she's another genetic deformity like the Bad Batch. It's like it wasn't that like she's like super smart or anything. She's Australian.
You heard it first, guys, from Star Wars, that Australians are they're not human.
Yeah, they're deformed and mutants.
They're a little strange.
I'll go on record and say that. I'm just kidding. I love Australians.
They're our number one
We've made 2 Kangaroo Jack. Yeah, exactly right. They have a Denny's over there, I guess you could say. And yeah. But that was all the Star Wars stuff, because there really wasn't anything. There wasn't even any news on the Lego Star Wars game, which they announced that it was going to be coming out later this year, and people, were expecting news because it's May the 4th. But no, I guess maybe E3. We'll see.
E3.
I'm not excited for E3, but I am probably going to watch it. So we'll see. I have a duty to the podcast to do gaming news.
Yeah,
So,
I'll probably watch it too.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's time now for Paul's Update Corner.
That'll be my thing that I don't remember. Anyways, so Baby, remember that. Okay, I guess we'll change it for the next time. Anyways, so I got some sweet updates on the situation with AI Dungeon for those interested, because I needed a topic, because why not? So anyways, it's pretty much the same. It's still just the subreddit going crazy, and apparently the Discord is locked down and you can't join it. And, yeah, and apparently I didn't know this, but they streamed weekly. Like, the company Latitude, like, they actually streamed AI Dungeon weekly, and so they not only canceled it for this week, but they canceled it for the next 2 months. And they made their chat member only and slow time for chatting.
Yeah, that sounds
slow
about
mode.
Right.
Yeah, and they still haven't really responded at all.
Oh.
So it's Although every single day, AI Dungeon on Google Play has gone down by 0.1 so far. It's gone from like 3.8 to like 3.1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, stars.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
And people have already found like 5 or 6 other AI projects that are in their infancies, but they could eventually replace AI Dungeon. Like there's one called like Novel AI or something, which is it's pretty much just like AI Dungeon, but it's like in the planning phase right now. Like it's not even being worked on.
Oh,
And then apparently there's another one that's made by a couple companies, including like Facebook and someone else, but it's open source. So if they were doing anything shady, so
Oh.
they aren't doing anything shady with it. But apparently it's kind of and it's a bit like I think it's a bit like outdated for like an AI story kind of thing since there's been AI Dungeon.
no.
But yeah, there's a couple of them out there that if AI Dungeon does just break apart and fall, then maybe 2 years, 2 or 3 years, we'll have something as good as AI Dungeon was at its peak.
Okay.
Hopefully, because that was pretty fun. I had I think like a 900 action story in there, and it was pretty epic.
That sounds pretty epic.
Epic. It'll be an Epic Games exclusive soon.
I hope so. As long as I can still have my freaking pedophile stories in these new AI dungeons, and I will be satisfied.
Darn devs keep taking away my free right sexualized matter.
So I hope Mark Zuckerberg really fulfills that need for me.
Yeah.
That was a joke on record. I don't want this clip taken out of context. Yeah. I know I am very monotone in everything that I do, but that was
I
all.
show no emotion.
Yeah.
You are the tone of mono.
I'm Cole Kushner, after all.
I am Cole Kushner.
Wow, that was an amazing verse that Kendrick just did. Let's analyze this intricate and mind-blowing passage.
I love when he has to say like the Kanye lines that are like funny. And he just says them in like a serious tone.
Oh, is it because of the Yeezus?
Like, hurry up with my damn croissant.
Croissants.
Yeah, it's funny hearing him say like stuff in like Ebonics or like he's like because he's like the whitest voice ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
He's the boy.
Yeah. Speaking of, I finished the To Pimp a Butterfly Dissect after a while of not listening to it.
Wow.
Is the butterfly nice and pimped?
Well, yeah. So I was just, if you haven't listened to Pimp a Butterfly, I would listen to that first, obviously.
We should listen to it tonight because I haven't listened to it.
Well, we're supposed to play the dinosaur game, but if you want to listen to
true.
The Pimp a Butterfly while we're playing it, we can do that.
No, one of them is a free weekend. The other one isn't. I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll listen to The Pimp a Butterfly while we're doing a puzzle or something. That's a very fun
yeah.
puzzle.
When we're doing a puzzle and Paul's drawing on the board.
Yeah, well, right.
Hey, I do like 20 pieces before I draw on the board.
That's true. But it's very good. I was actually going back and forth on listening to the Dissect because I had been enjoying the album so much. And this was before I had even listened to Damn or Good Kid, Mad City or anything like that. But I was just really having a good time with the album. And I was taking away stuff from it that after the Dissect turned out not to be what Kendrick intended, but also fine. Like, you can take away whatever you want. But the whole reason I was going back and forth is because it's like I have these takeaways I'm taking away from it. If it's something different than what Kolkushna tells me, then I'm going to feel uh, not like robbed, but I'm going to feel wrong. It's like, well, maybe I should just, maybe just not and just keep these things to myself and have my own takeaways and stuff. And then I listened to it and I'm like, I was way off. I didn't know like half of the stuff
Exactly.
that he's referencing. I I have a really hard time listening to lyrics. Just period. Because I can't hear. So
Oh.
whenever someone is performing with like a backtrack or anything, it makes it a little hard, especially when it's rap. I think I have a harder time with rap than I do singing because if it's singing, at least I can attach a melody to words. But when it's rap and percussive, then it's a little bit harder. So it's nice for me to be able to listen to something like Dissect and To Pimp a Butterfly. That season is not the best, but it's the first one. But like he like skips out on a lot of lines, and they may seem like pretty self-explanatory, but I don't know what they mean because I'm stupid. So, yeah, I think the damn one. I've just started it. I think I listened to through DNA part one. No. Frick. I think I finished DNA.
Yeah,
Let
the
me see.
Pimp a Butterfly season is like a high school like final essay type thing, and Damn is like the grad school thesis.
Yeah, that's true. I listened through Yeah,
Okay,
so
it's a lot.
it is a lot, but um, yeah, I'm actually like a little bit, and I think this is I'm stuck. I'm stuck because I think I might like Damn more. And I'm like, this is really weird because the more I listen to Damn, the more I love it. And I'm like, what has happened? This might just be like something where maybe just because it's fresher, maybe I'll just be like, maybe
nice.
months from now I won't like Damn as much because I didn't like Damn as much when I listened to it the first time. But then Duckworth hit, and I was like, oh, frick. And then I was listening to it a lot because Duckworth is really flipping good. I don't know if that's a hot take.
Lamar
wouldn't
song
say
is
it
good.
is.
That's a hot take.
I think it's a hot take because because it is very bad, but I think it is very good.
Beat switches 3 times and switches his flow every time. It's really bad.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Could have stuck to Ellen.
Yeah, he probably should have just made Good Kid, Mad City too. Honestly, who even needs the Pulitzer?
Fake award.
The only time a popular musician has won the Pulitzer ever. Who needs
Fraud.
it? Fraud.
Luke on record.
That's what Kanye stands say.
Fraud.
I think Kanye should have won the Pulitzer for that time he was in Paris.
Yes,
Just for that track alone.
that's true.
How was he in Paris?
I don't know.
No one asked him.
It was in Paris, though.
He was in Paris. Him and his good friend Mr. Z.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, the Yeezus season explains that.
Huh?
The Yeezus season explains why he was in Paris.
Oh, it does?
Finally, the answer.
The mystery is solved.
Why was Kanye West in Paris?
Fry
I'm
for
cool.
fashion or something. If I don't know if I need a Dissect season to tell me that Kanye is getting into fashion.
It's
He's
just more. I like Yeezus because it's interesting in the backstory of it. Less
Yeah.
about the.
Fashion, man.
I mean, obviously, you get to learn how an album comes together and how Kanye makes his album in order to tell a story and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. It's not like To Pimp a Butterfly where you have to go over 3 meanings for a verse or
Yeah.
why damn is the greatest masterpiece ever written or anything like that.
Well, man, did his mom die before 808s or before Yeezus?
Before 808s.
Okay. Because I knew that it was like one of those was impacted.
No,
by
it
that.
was 808s.
Okay.
The My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy Dissect is really good as well. I think that one goes about as deep as the To Pimp a Butterfly one.
Yeah, I should probably. Every time I listen to Twisty, Darky, Barky, Noy, whatever, I always I love the flipping dark fantasy song. That song gets stuck in my head for days when I hear it. Just the frickin' not like his verse or the instrumental on it, just the opening part that we can get or can we get much higher part, and then the chorus. That part in just those like 4 measures, and I'm like, man, frick. And then the rest of the album doesn't do that for me.
The opening D stuck in my head.
I know.
It's the best song on that album.
Which one?
Sight. You know the
Oh,
one.
Yeezus. I
That one
don't
gets stuck in my
know.
head.
I don't like.
That song. I don't know if it's the best in the album, but it's pretty good.
I think Yikes is the best song on that album.
Yep, because it wasn't even on that album.
Well, do you think he's ever going to break down Ye?
Nah.
Tweaking
I
off that
don't think it
TCB,
needs to be
huh?
broken down. I would say Ghost before Yay.
Oh.
Today we're going to be dissecting Yikes.
What does tweaky off that TCB, huh, mean?
Very good question.
I think this is a metaphor for life itself.
Google time.
Interesting.
It probably just means he's off drugs or drunk. And he's just saying it in a funny way because it's funny and it gets stuck in people's head.
It is funny.
Well, wait. TCB, isn't that a freaking... No, wait.
That's THC you're taking.
T8, yeah, that's right. What is the TDC? I don't remember. Frickin'. I don't know. I haven't listened to Yikes in years. TCB.
That's he.
What is that?
I don't know.
TCB.
TCB. Tweaky
I
off
don't know.
that TCB, huh?
Is it some funny mineral that has a funny
wait.
color?
I bet there's Yikes Genius. Let's see what the tweaky. Oh, 2CB, huh? 2CB and DMT are both psychedelic drugs. Oh.
There we go.
Dissected.
Yep.
See, I knew my name was Cole.
Dissected.
Well, that's all I had for Dissect. Let's move on for the music roundup.
Music roundup.
Should I speed run this or just...
Yeah, sure.
You
Let's
don't
do a
have
speed
to.
run.
I have to
Speed
remember what
run.
came in.
We said this would be quick.
Speed run.
We said this would be quick and spend an hour. We got a speed run.
Has it been an hour?
I think.
We've actually been recording for an hour and 13. I thought this was
Speedrun.
going to be a mini podcast. It is not.
Star Wars took up too much time.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Maybe it was the Fast and Furious rant.
Yeah, probably.
No, it took like 2 minutes. That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's been 2 weeks technically
Since
since
what?
we didn't do it on Thursday because we get new music now
Oh,
before we
yeah.
record.
Yeah.
So last week, Mariba single. I hope she's dropping another album. Pretty decent R&B stuff. You know how that is. Alchemist had an EP come out. This thing of ours. Earl sweatshirt, navy blue, Boldy James. Or an Earl sweatshirt. Just a whole bunch of cool features.
Mm-hmm.
Cool little EP. I don't know if this man sleeps, to be honest.
Earl Sweatshirt?
Mr. Alchemist Man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you had Haram, Alfredo, this. There was a Boldy James album produced by him last year. The man just doesn't sleep, I guess.
Oh, he's a busy boy.
No need to sleep.
Yeah.
Spotify crashed, so
Oh. What about did Isaiah Rashad drop?
I'll go over that one next.
Okay.
That was not what I was expecting. So
What?
I mean, like, that was just completely out of left field. I think it's pretty good.
Oh,
But
okay.
the single is Lay With Ya, featuring Duke Deuce, who probably stole the song, to be honest. Which, isn't the best thing.
Yeah.
But it's a trap song, basically. It's like kind of Travis Scott-ish a little bit without the
really?
auto-tune. The beat's really, really good. Like, really good.
Hmm.
I am guessing, I don't know why he picked this as the single, because the album's going to come out in June. I think that's pretty much confirmed at this point.
Oh, I thought that the
So-
album came out.
No.
Oh.
Album's coming out in June, probably. There was
Okay.
an article. I read most of it. But I'm going to guess that this is going to be an album that takes story from, like, drinking and addiction to soberness, because this thing seems like super, super drunk.
Mm,
And I do like the song. It's just not what I was expecting.
gotcha.
I expect like soul kind of raps. And then I got this, which is like very trap inspired and southern and all over the place. But it was pretty interesting. So the album's probably gonna be good. I don't think I have a reason to not trust it.
Okay.
Seems like if you disappear for 5 years and come out with this, you better be confident in your album.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like a 2-minute, actually it is 3 minutes. It sounds like it's 2 minutes. 3-minute trap song from an audience that expects like soul samples and like warm colored, just feel good rap kind of.
Mm.
This is not it. So he's got something up his sleeve.
This might.
This is like when Kendrick tried Tumble, and everybody was like, "What the flip?"
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say something like that. Yeah.
It just gets everybody a little bit worried, a little bit buzzing, and then when the album comes out, it's fine.
Yeah. It'll be in context. Yeah. Yeah.
But Jermaine Cole,
Oh, I'm
is
not
back.
racist.
Yes, Jermaine.
Oh.
That's not. God. J. Cole's the first of the big three to return from their slumber.
Okay.
I kind of expected that, to be honest. Drake broke his knee or something stupid, and Kendrick's
Ouch.
the quietest man on earth. So the off season comes out next week, so I'll probably do a first reaction / review thoughts, whatever, next week.
Okay. On the podcast?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to make the solo videos on it anymore, unless we're multi-reviewing an album.
Okay.
But this man dropped an interlude as the single, or like the teaser.
Oh.
This guy's crazy.
Okay. That takes
the interlude is
confidence.
really good. Oh yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be his best, maybe ever. People hold J. Cole to a very high standard, but he hasn't had an album that was really flipping good yet.
Oh.
He's got a couple that are pretty good, but not like one that's like, oh my god,
No Astro World yet.
No.
But you
I mean,
wouldn't
Astro
consider Travis Scott in the big three? He's not that big yet?
I'm talking the rap big three.
Oh. I guess.
I wouldn't consider Travis Scott in the same
I guess, yeah.
listening department, I would
Yeah.
say.
But he's
And
like
that I
super
put
big.
like Travis Scott, Young Thug, probably a couple other people.
Joyner
like,
Lucas.
The main three, Joyner Lucas. He's in the Eminem category.
Oh,
People
okay.
that won't shut up and breathe.
When is Eminem gonna come back?
Oh, probably never.
Dang.
I hope that's not true. We need a new album to leave to.
Look, his last album was better than the previous two, so he should end on a somewhat mediocre note instead of a
Okay.
horrible note.
Well, what could be better than Kamikaze?
The
Nothing.
last one that came
I guess.
out. Dude hasn't made a good album in 10 years. I think he can just stop.
Yeah, well,
He keeps trying and it doesn't work.
your beard is weird, so
You're just weird. That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm actually very excited for a J. Cole album, which is good.
Okay.
So I hope I'm right and that it's really flipping good. He sounded like he was ready to just kind of go off. I think KOD was his last one, and yeah, I was in high school when that one came out. And he had his legendary feature run from there. So he's only gotten better, I would say, from that point.
All right.
Every feature the guy hopped on, he absolutely destroyed.
Okay. Well, that sounds exciting.
Very
Sounds like
confident.
we're gonna be good stuff.
Maybe some good stuff for next week. Who knows? I don't have any news on music.
Nice.
Believe it or not, I don't.
I
What?
don't believe that.
Oh, well, you must.
Okay. I think well, actually, RMR tweeted something the other day. He said, "Who's ready for the album?" And then I responded, "Not me," because I was very quirky. And he actually responded back and said, "Hope you enjoy the band." And then I got blocked. So,
He sent you a free face mask.
no, he did not. I don't know how he did this, but he somehow called my school and told me that I was unenrolling from all my classes. So I don't know why he would do
Big
that to
whoops.
me, but I lost all my spaces and now I have to skip a year.
Somebody
It better be worth it.
he makes a song that's like a story of that happening.
Oh, probably. It's going to
That'll
be
be
called Dealer 2.
Dealer 2. The Dealer.
The deal where I ruined this man.
Dealer 2, the art of the deal.
That is part of the deal. I shouldn't have made fun of him. I guess I can see that it's my fault.
Yep.
So,
It's your fault the album isn't out yet.
It is my fault. I also reported a couple weeks ago that something was going to happen on Tuesday because I looked up what the word mean and it meant Tuesday, and then nothing happened that Tuesday.
Came out ever.
So, not my fault.
I literally believe zero artists when they say the album's coming until I physically see a cover art and date.
No, I didn't think that there was going to be an album dropping on Tuesday.
No,
I just
just
thought that there was going to be like a new, like
Yeah.
something.
There are very few artists that actually like mean it when they say
That is
new
true.
music this Friday, and then they just don't show anything else.
Yeah, that is true. Well, I've never been a music reporter, so this is all I know. Also, John Mayer has gone dark on TikTok, so
Yeah.
he hasn't made anything in let's see, relating to his music. This is gonna be a while. The 7th of April was the last time he teased the album. So he's gone.
If I were to guess, that would come out early next year. So
We'll see. It sounds done. Like there's been like 5 or 6 clips from different songs that he's teased. And the stuff that he's teased sounds great. Like I've said, my favorite song is the Dreams ripoff. Which sounds bad, but it actually kind of bops. So, hopefully it's good. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. And then the other stuff that I'm waiting for is just Bruno Mars won't flipping answer my phone calls, and he won't tell me when the release date for Silk Sonic is going to be.
the door is open in my mind for whenever they're They're ready.
I've left my door open, but I am you know how like I was about to reference BoJack, but we're going to be talking about that next week. I was just gonna reference, you know, that scene where Diane is laying on the bed and waiting for Mr. Peanut Butter to come in and make sweet love, but Mr. Peanut Butter is like talking with everybody so that she falls asleep. Like I am currently Diane right now, where my door is open and I'm ready to have sexy fun time with Bruno Mars, but he won't flipping stop not talking to Anderson .Paak. I don't know. This analogy is off the rails. But all that to say, please flipping drop the release date. I want that album so bad. That's my most anticipated. Even more than RMR.
I keep forgetting it exists, so
I know.
there's been so much other crap in between that single and now. So it's just kind of like whenever you're ready to announce something, I'm all ears, I guess.
There's nothing new for me. I am just in my niche stupid baby idiot zone.
You're patiently waiting.
I'm like waiting for this one album and RMR, and I guess if Post drops, but there's absolutely no confirmation. But he's in 2 music festivals this summer in August. So it's like, I mean,
I hope they got this out instead of every major artist dropping on the same day in June.
it probably is.
It's probably gonna happen.
And
but
everybody's going to make a summer album too.
Yep.
I want some nice winter albums.
Yikes.
I think Silk Sonic should be a winter album.
That would be the worst way to release that.
I know.
January 4th. Here you go.
I will say, I think Folklore is like the best like autumn album that I recently.
I always thought that Folklore was like winter and then Evermore was like spring. That was kind of my,
Yeah. I guess I could see that too.
or I guess it could be autumn too.
It's just like starting to get chilly. That's when I
Yeah.
assume like with like you get your flannel and stuff. That's Folklore, and then
Evermore's,
Evermore's
like, out of it.
a little heated. Although Evermore the song is very cold, so
My heart.
very sad, and I cry every time I listen to it. But yeah, also I think I have no information to base this off of, but Casey Musgrave should drop this year. She has not teased that at all, or she has not been in any music festivals. But I would just think ethically, it would be only right of her to drop this. It would be only right of her to drop this year.
I mean, if we're going off of that, Tyler drops every 2 years, so there should be a Tyler the Creator album right around the corner.
Wow. Man, Igor came out 2 years ago? I guess, yeah. It does not feel that long ago. But I guess I don't listen to Tyler, so I guess
Time flies when you artists that drop.
well, I have listened to Igor because people in my I was roommate with people who listened to Igor, so I have listened to it. I was playing Sekiro at the time, but I have listened to Igor. And I think most of Flower Boy, but I need to. That was like through a wall while his door was closed, so.
Of course, the best way to experience music.
I would say
Just
so.
muffled.
I don't remember that one at all, but I remember Earthquake. That one's funny. Funny song.
Earthquake.
You make my earthquake.
That was the Boy Type Gaming intro song for about 6 months.
That's true.
I remember that.
Was it just Earthquake or was it mashup?
No, it was a mashup. I didn't get any copyright claims, and then the video got deleted.
Oh, it did? Yeah. Oh. I didn't know that.
So whoever made it's like, nah, mate, I'm taking it off the internet. And then I still had it. I'm like, should I still use this if it's not on YouTube anymore?
Yes.
Oh. So
I don't know
what
why
is,
he deleted it.
what's the game or what's the gaming intro now?
Nothing.
Okay.
We go from an low effort intro to just screw it, no intro.
You edit for like 2 hours, and then I don't have like a preset intro and outro. I'm just like, screw it.
Yeah.
Have
At that
someone
point, you're
make
like,
it
I'm
for
done.
us.
Yeah.
Went well with the song.
Good, but like it's just more efficient to just not, you know?
Where
Plus, some
have
people don't
It's like $20 more efficient.
like.
Yeah.
I like just having the fade in. It's clean.
yeah?
It
I
introduces you into the
guess.
video.
What
I guess
happened
it
to the
does.
mama call? Those were the
And
best part of the gaming videos.
I'm just so exhausted after editing.
Yeah,
That
I
it's
know.
like, do I really have to put this stupid joke in here that we've been doing?
Not to blow your spot or anything, but I have been doing them for every commentary track.
Yeah, but that's not as much editing as a gaming
No,
video.
it is not. I'm not. I'm not trying to pressure you.
Pressure him.
No.
Sounds
Nah,
like things
mate.
have changed.
I
I
just
had 2 gaming videos come out this week, so
yeah. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're
what were
doing
they?
good.
The freaking Division and Rocket League? Yeah. Which were very good. We have to play the
Wow.
Division again. It's been a while.
I still have to edit footage tomorrow of it. I think
Really?
I'll
Hot
probably
day.
get about-
I feel like we're out of footage, aren't we?
I have like one more recording, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Well,
no
then I
worries.
guess it isn't that urgent.
Yeah.
But we are going to beat that game. So help me, COD.
Huh. No cap.
No cap. We're gonna beat it.
Yep.
We're gonna finish the series.
Gonna
We
do it.
literally will beat it.
We will.
But that game is literally the easiest, so it's just us being lazy or playing a better game if we don't finish it.
Well, we don't have any other games lined up, right?
I play Rocket League like once a week.
Yeah. We'll get Don't Starve. I don't know if that'll be fun for a video. We'll see.
Mm.
But that's all the stuff we had. We went for an hour and a half, which is almost what we went last time, and we had way less to talk about. So, oops. Oh, I didn't talk about the boy of the week. Okay, this is gonna be really fast because we're going way too long. But these guys deserve it. They don't. They have like 1 million subscribers, but they're small, relatively small for how much they do. Do you guys know Red Letter Media?
Nope.
Red Who? What? Probably. I actually have heard of that, I think.
I was gonna say they're from Milwaukee. They have a little warehouse space out there. They're probably the. I feel like I've heard other YouTubers mention them before, but they do bad movie reviews. They aren't like huge, like I hate everything, your movie sucks. I think they're probably more well known than Ralph, but I started watching them like a couple years ago, and I'm like, this isn't really for me. And then I started watching them now, specifically their series Wheel of the Worst, and it is some of the most entertainment I've gotten from a movie review channel. Mainly because they aren't reviewing movies in that show. It's a part of their show. It's called Best of the Worst, but these specials are really good because they're like kind of well known. People will send them VHSs that they find in like garage sales or like just like random stuff they find, and then they attach it to a wheel and then they spin it, and then they have to find out which one is the worst one, which they will destroy, and which one is the best one, which they will not. And they do that 3 times. And it's like some of the like worst stuff ever, because I don't know if you guys are aware, this was before our time, but in the 80s and 90s there was a VHS boom where just everybody who had a home camera could publish a VHS and get it like out. So like there'll like be a show that's like
Podcasts
pretty much
before.
yeah, honestly, yeah. Rick, there was one that was like how to get revenge, and it was like a show, and it was like if if they have like if their car has a little gas tank that you can open manually, you can open it up and put like milk in it. And I'm like, what? This is not just like a fun little how to get revenge that'll like seriously damage their car. So yeah, it is like hilarious.
And then they're actual.
It's a prank.
Don't worry. I took precaution and I gave gave the car a bit of a monster to get it ready, you know?
Yeah, just give it a little bit of Monster Energy drink. It'll
A little
run
bit of
for
monster,
hours.
a little bit of fuel.
Yeah, just 50-50. And one of
Yeah.
them was like, if you know their date of birth and stuff, then you can call the IRS and like, like steal their social security benefits. I'm like,
I don't
what?
know about that.
It was all like seriously intense stuff where it's like, this is not just like something funny, but
fun.
all of that stuff. They reviewed like the worst VHSs ever, and it is hilarious. It's just like 4 or 5 guys, and they're all just like buddies, and they're just. It's basically like watching us doing a movie night, but like way worse stuff than we would watch. So
Nice.
it's pretty fun. They're very silly, and
How
you know,
silly.
very silly, very
Very
silly
silly.
boys. I've been watching their old stuff, and they've been making videos since 2010, and some of the jokes don't age that well, so I would, you know, treat that with reverence. But
Yikes warning.
yeah, it's old YouTube. What are you gonna do? Am I right? It was a different time.
Yeah.
We didn't know that you couldn't call people retard. You probably shouldn't do that, but they do that, and I'm like, okay. They haven't done that in like the stuff I've been watching recently, but you know, just some of that stuff. But they are my boy of the week. I would recommend them. Very good channel. They have like
They get
over
a
a
couple
million
claps.
subs, but they need the boy time boost.
My boy of the week
give
is the
him,
Boy
like,
Time
taste of-
YouTube channel.
I
I
love
swear,
them.
I swear I've heard of them before.
They post so good 3 videos a week.
I love the boy time YouTube channel.
So good 3.
Yeah, so
So good
so
3
good
video.
3 videos.